Alright, here we go. This is an unranked 2v2 on Chasm between the green team in the upper left, iNcontroLZerO in the Steampunk Striker. Is this a Smurf? I have never seen this player before, and it's such a Smurfy looking name. But either way, his teammate also in a Striker, the Beta Striker, Varcolac1, Lexi Striker. Oh, and Brenna Striker, so it's the exact same thing. Lexi Strikers all around. And in the, oh god, in the bottom right, it is the Carbon team, Brushy in the Nikolai Beta Striker, so that's a little bit different. And wingman876 in the Lexi Tomcat Striker, trying to get an early kill on the Carbon team, or at least to force them away from the mid-fight area, but it does look like both teams are going pretty standard mid. No healing units for the Carbon team, which is a little surprising to see, and no healing units for the green team, losing that Boxer. So yeah, bring a Ratchet, guys. It doesn't really hurt. Or a Patcher. They heal faster, and they cost less. They're just not as tanky. And Wingman able to get away there. There's going to be a lot of kills in this game. I mean, I don't know how there won't be with two Lexi Strikers on one team and one Lexi Striker with a Nikolai Striker on the other team. It's going to be just mayhem right in this area, roughly right here in this area right here. It'll be roughly mayhem. The Carbon team taking that outpost under control, but Wingman getting finished off, Brushy getting killed. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to really hold for very long. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to ferry over anything else because they aren't, because they're dead. So yeah, the Carbon team going to be kind of wiped out here on this side, wasting a lot of units. It's 17-18 right now, 19. So the Carbon team is still slightly ahead. Okay, now it is 21-18. So the Carbon team is going to be able to get pretty significantly, or sorry, the green team is going to be able to get pretty significantly ahead. And the Carbon team still trying to hold mid. Actually not doing a bad job because the Carbon team has not inched their units close enough to attack this outpost, or at least most of them. Or no, they actually, these are pretty much in, okay, but now the green team's actually the one that's getting their units finished off. 12-18, 10-18, and the Carbon team has actually been able to hold. Very, very interesting. The green team could have, I mean, I don't know why they were gone from the battlefield for so long, and they could have cleared pretty much everything the Carbon team had over here, but they didn't neutralize this outpost, which is probably their demise, or at least their demise in this specific mid-fight right now. And yeah, just that's the one thing that I kind of don't like. Oh, Varcolac with 2 Dillos gonna try to neutralize his outpost. Oh no, he just left. He just left, and iNcontrol is still trying to shoot Wingman. Okay, he just left. He didn't even like land shoot or anything. He's going to get creeps. He was going to get, oh no, he's just going to get more Dillos. Interesting move there. It's really deep into enemy territory, especially because the enemy has mid, but yeah, they are not going to be... Oh, Wingman getting finished off. The Hyper Armadillo actually getting the last hit, which is really interesting to see. And Varcolac getting killed, running out of energy, not being able to outrun Brushy at all. But iNcontroLZerO bringing 2 Flackers over here. There is nothing left over for the green team except for a Boxer. The 2 Flackers are going to be kind of good, but not really. With no more unit support in the area, it's just going to get you know, throwing lambs to the slaughter for the most part. And now the green team on the defensive. Varcolac going to put down a couple of tanks down there. Down here for possible future push defense. And the Carbon team could actually do whatever the hell they want. There is nothing on the field for the green team for the most part. They just need to scout around a little bit and realize that. And a free Gemini kill, just courtesy of whoever dropped it. I think that was iNcontroLZerO. But yeah, lots of units sitting here at the mid. They could push them out on Y, they could push them out on T, do whatever they want, start leapfrogging up. But there are so many units out here for the Carbon team and virtually nothing for the green team that at this moment, see, this, guys, is why you need to scout all the time, because they could pretty much realize that. And they probably, let's see, okay, I was going to say they have plenty of AA, but they only have 1 Flacker over there. It does look like Wingman is doing a quick scout. Did he realize, hey, I can do anything I want? Oh, he did set a path straight for the fort. Oh, and did set a path out here. Did not loop it. Oh, yeah, he did loop it on this side. So interesting, not looping it around the fort, but just looping it on one side. I'm not exactly sure what the intention is there, but pushing a bunch of Jackal into Gemini is usually not a great move. They will be able to get this outpost neutralized. Oh, and Brushy and Wingman with great teamwork have a couple of creeps in the area. They will get it neutralized. Oh, Varcolac really needed to kill one of those creeps, but he can use these units over here. A lot of the Gemini are actually a little bit too far to attack the outpost, but Wingman getting finished off by Varcolac. Them Lexi Strikers versus Lexi Strikers. Lots of Carbon units are going to be wasted here now. dropped by Wingman. Oh, actually, Brushy got killed by, I think, iNcontrol on a different part of the map, actually. So, I mean, Lexi Striker game is kind of a different thing, especially if your opponents are Lexi Strikers. Oh, man, it's a little sad that I'm kind of saying that. But, yeah, we got to do something about that. After the parts pass is going to be a pilot's pass, guys. Don't you worry. But it does look like Wingman now going to set these on. Why? Is it too late? Will the green team realize that this is coming? And will they be able to reallocate their units? He will. Okay, so these will go on this path, but will they stutter? Will they falter? Because usually units do that, especially groups of tanks. Wingman really on the ropes here, but distracting both Varcolac and iNcontrol. And will not get finished off here. He was able to survive that, and actually a pretty large Jackal push by Brushy at the top here. Now the green team does see this huge line of tanks here. Will they be able to... Okay, Varcolac already calling the GG. Will they be able to defend against this? They have plenty of units down here, but they are getting swarmed by Jackals up here, and this will go down neutral for sure, and that's plenty of tanks. What are they bringing out for defense? Nothing? Is it nothing? Is it nothing? It's nothing. They have no more. They have pretty much given up and admitted defeat, I think, for the most part. So these Gemini and Seekers are just going to go round and around over here. It will be definitely very hard to focus one of them down. The Carbon team has been able to take this top outpost under their control thanks to that Jackal push, but would it even, like, does it even matter? Varcolac throwing down a roller that will soak the damage because these units on T are prioritizing nearest and not the fort. So it does give the Carbon team the green team a little bit of extra time to defend, but iNcontrol does go down, and Varcolac with pretty much nothing in his build queue, right? Oh no, another Joker, but either way, I think that's probably, oh no, Joker, that's a grind, dang it, roller. But yeah, either way, it's probably not going to be enough. Varcolac getting finished off by the Seeker surrounding, and all these Jackals and Gemini firing in. This is going to be way too many units. And that is it. The Carbon team, Brushy and wingman876 taking this victory on Chasm over iNcontroLZerO and Varcolac1. Would the green team have been able to defend if they realized that push was coming in a little bit sooner? Probably not. And even if they did, the Jackal push from Brushy at the top was pretty massive in, just considering. So even if they were able to defend against that push there, let's say they reallocated tanks and just started spamming tanks for defense, they probably would have been able to stop that wide push, but then the Jackals would have pretty much taken their top outpost. And from there, the game, just because of how outpost control works, the game just snowballs, especially if it's not a, one outpost advantage, but at that point, it's -1/+1. So it would have been a 3 outpost advantage, which is gigantic. And, yeah, it's very unlikely they would have been able to come back anyway. But either way, it was a very interesting game. That mid-fight is something that I've really never seen in a high-tier Chasm game. Both players got killed, and they had a very... their unit allocation on the left side of that mid was definitely much less than the green team. So, but then the green team just wasn't there either. They did not take advantage of that double kill at all, which I don't think I've ever seen something like that in a high tier game. I mean, I would consider these players high tier for sure. But yeah, I mean, if they were able to clear those units at mid right when sometime during those two guys being dead, this game would have gone way different. The green team would have had control of mid, and they would have probably been able to gain the advantage. Although the Carbon team had a lot of units in their queue to bring out, so they probably would have had a lot of units in queue, or to use, even if they didn't have the mid. It still would have been a way different game, I think. Either way, guys, if you play any games that certain fights go very much different than ordinary, send them in to me. Online forum. Everything's in my video description. Just check out the video description. Lots of cool links, lots of useful links, and subscribe to me on, follow me on Twitter, because every time I I post a game, I tweet it out. YouTube actually provides that service for you. That's completely off topic, but either way, guys, send in your replays, play in the tournament. This is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.